Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. You already know this space is for healing, growth, self-love, and inner peace. Today's video is one of the most powerful and practical ones we'll ever have on this channel because it touches every part of your life, your relationships, your work, your spirit, your health. We're talking about boundaries, not the trendy, cold, cut people off kind, but the kind that keeps you whole, rooted, and aligned with peace. In a world that constantly asks you to give more, do more, and be available, 24/7 learning to protect your energy is not selfish. It's sacred. So let's dive into what boundaries really are, how to build them without guilt, and how they can completely shift your emotional, spiritual, and relational life. Let's start with what boundaries aren't. They're not a wall to push people away, a punishment for others, a trendy buzzword for being emotionally unavailable. Boundaries are an act of love, a blueprint for how others are allowed to interact with your energy, a filter, not a fence. In Proverbs 4:23, it says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." That's what boundaries do. They guard your heart, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Boundaries say, this is what I need to feel safe. This is how I require to be spoken to. This is where my responsibility ends and yours begins. And the most beautiful part, when you respect your own boundaries, others are forced to respect them too. Let's be honest for a moment. Have you ever felt drained after hanging out with certain people? Guilty after saying no to something you didn't want to do? Bitter because you keep showing up for people who won't do the same for you? These are red flags, internal alarms. Here are a few more signs your boundaries might need a reset. You apologize for everything, even for saying no. You avoid confrontation to keep the peace. You constantly second guess your needs or over-explain yourself. Let me say this gently but directly. If you don't honor your own limits, people will cross them without even realizing it, because you train people how to treat you by what you tolerate. And when you start enforcing boundaries, the people who benefit from your lack of them will be the first to complain. Let's break down exactly how to build boundaries in a way that feels empowering, not aggressive. These 5 pillars are your roadmap. Pillar 1, self-awareness. Know what you need. Boundaries don't start with others. They start with you. Ask yourself, what drains me? What energizes me? Where do I tend to overextend myself? Tune into your body. It will tell you. Tight chest, that's a no. Peaceful exhale, that's alignment. Your boundary is usually where your resentment begins. Pillar 2, clarity. Don't be vague. Clarity is kindness. People can't read your mind. If you need something, say it. Instead of, I'm tired, try, I need the evening to myself. I'll respond tomorrow. Instead of, this is too much, try, I'm no longer able to take that on. Please find someone else. Clear boundaries remove confusion and create mutual respect. Pillar 3, consistency. Boundaries need follow through. One-time boundaries don't work. Why? Because when people see you bend, they'll push again. So if you say, please don't raise your voice at me, and the next time they do, you laugh it off or ignore it, you just taught them your boundary is flexible. You don't have to be mean, just consistent. Calm repetition is powerful. As I said before, that's not okay with me. And if needed, this conversation is over until we can speak respectfully. Pillar 4, courage, release the guilt. This is the hardest part for people pleasers. You'll feel guilt at first. You'll question if you're being too much. But here's your permission slip. You are not responsible for how people feel about your boundaries. You are responsible for your peace, your growth, and your emotional safety. Let them adjust. Let them be uncomfortable. They will survive, and you will finally thrive. Pillar 5, inner boundaries. Protect yourself from you. Let's talk about the boundaries we need with ourselves. You need boundaries with your screen time, your self-talk, your trauma loops. your late night overthinking, your tendency to say yes when your spirit says no. Protect your mind the way you protect your phone battery. Don't let everything stay open and draining in the background. When you start honoring your boundaries, 3 things happen. Your confidence grows because every boundary you set is a vote for your self-worth. Your relationships improve because people know where they stand with you, and the ones who truly love you will honor your limits. Your peace deepens because you're no longer living from obligation, you're living from alignment. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you." Boundaries aren't just mental health tools, they're spiritual protection. Let's pause, place your hand over your heart, breathe deeply, and speak these words aloud or silently. I am allowed to take up space. I protect my energy because it's sacred. I honor my needs without guilt. I set boundaries from love, not fear. My peace is a priority, and I will protect it. Breathe again. Feel that truth settle in. If this video poured into your spirit, I want you to comment below, "My peace is protected." Tell me, what's one boundary you're ready to honor this week? And don't forget, like this video, share it with someone who struggles with overgiving, and hit subscribe so you never miss another video that reminds you of your power, purpose, and worth. Remember, you don't need to apologize for protecting your peace. You were not born to be everyone's emergency contact. You are here to be whole, and that starts with strong, loving boundaries.